Differences in Parental Discipline While Grocery Shopping by Brittany Sicklinger. The primary focus of this paper is to explore children's behaviors based on which parent they are shopping at the grocery store with and which disciplinary style the parent uses. Every family around the world has to participate in grocery shopping for their household. This research will explore the differences in how children act while at the food store and how the parents react to them. The research will take into consideration various factors like single or married parents, gender, ethnicity, age, and cultural differences. These elements will also be applied to the children who are accompanying their parents while grocery shopping. The primary focus of this paper is to explore children's behaviors based on which parent they are shopping at the grocery store with and which disciplinary style the parent uses. Each parent has their own version of discipline when the child acts out, just like every child has their own way of behaving depending on what parent they're with. Yelling, ignoring, spanking, and giving in to the child are all ways parents tend to react to children when misbehaving in public. Ethnic differences of parents can result in different cultural beliefs when it comes to the discipline as well. African Americans were more inclined to corporal punishment over European Americans, stated in an article by Lansford, Wager, Bates, Dodge, and Pettit in 2012. In Sweden, social norms differ from other countries. Families are more intimate, they use different language, phrases, and body movements, which have different meanings than an American family or an Hispanic family, for example. Stated by Pedersen, Olsen, and Fjellstrom, 2004. This impacts the general population because everyone has to go grocery shopping. It's stressful and exhausting for parents, and after working all day long, they still have to come home, take care of their children, and make dinner. When you stop by the grocery store, it can become a nightmare with children when they start to act out by screaming, crying, or grabbing random items off the shelf. The topic aims to research the difference of the behaviors which depend on which parent the child is with. For example, mother shopping alone, father shopping alone, or both parents that are shopping together. Single mothers versus married mothers both share the same attitudes towards grocery shopping, stated in Huja, Capella, and Taylor in 1998. However, the children from the single mother families are more involved in the grocery shopping, food prep, tend to be with them while they're grocery shopping, as opposed to the children in the married mother families who are either left alone or done well at school. Typically, they're married with a spouse, so they have the time to leave the child with the spouse and go shopping. Russ, 1993, conducted a qualitative research through an observational study on the interaction between children and adults at the grocery store, and he noted that children, whether the children were walking or in the shopping cart, he noted if the parents used any kind of educational distractions, like having them read the shopping list for them or having them label items as they walk down the aisles, like grab the red apple, grab the yellow mustard. He also took down how prepared the parents were for their shopping trip, if they used coupons, if they had a pre-made food list, if they used a specific priority going down which aisle first. My personal experience as a parent of a 10-year-old and a 2-month-old, I despise grocery shopping. I didn't like it before I had children, and now it's just an added stress when I bring them with me. Regardless of how good my children are, you still have to split your focus on worrying about where they are, who's around them, what they're doing, and still getting your groceries. I find that when my husband comes with me, my 10-year-old acts out more because he tends to give in to her. When she comes with me alone, I allow her to help me. She picks out items. I make her a mini list. When we go down the aisle, she has to find all the items on her list in that specific aisle. When the baby starts to scream, it can become a little gut-wrenching trying to calm them down while staring at your cart, debating on if you're going to leave and walk out with all your groceries sitting in the cart, or you're just going to ignore it and quickly check out while the baby screams. I have learned to prioritize my shopping. Coupons lists are all pre-made. Bringing distractions for the older one, like the pre-made list or her iPad, including her in the picking out of the food items. For the baby, I make sure to time the shopping trip around um, his eating schedule so that he either sleeps the whole time or I bring a white noise box or a classical music box. Um, Planning to go with my husband or during school hours helps decrease some of the stress and exhaustion instead of trying to do it all by myself. Also, taking into consideration, I am the primary caregiver and the primary discipliner. So, my husband works a lot, and when he does see the kids, he uses it to play and snuggle with them. Um, so they know they can get away with more around him. Same goes at the grocery store. When the 10-year-old wants candy, I'll say no, and she'll turn around to my husband, and they'll both be eating candy. For a qualitative study, why do children behave poorly while grocery shopping with their parents, and how does the parent react to the bad behaviors? I would conduct my research doing an observation at 3 different grocery stores. I'd incorporate 48 different families and using 12 of those families with a random sample to actually conduct an interview with, choosing only children age ranging from 1 year to 14 years old, um, focusing on single mother and married mother, and then the mother and father shopping. My key factors to observe would be the preparedness of the parents, the interaction between the children and the mother, father, or mother and father, the children's behaviors, and the parents' disciplinary action. I would use a scale with a tallying technique to record the behaviors. Um, how many times the child points, grabs, yells, cries, or has a full tantrum. Um, Same goes with the disciplinary action of each parent: yelling, ignoring, denying the child's request, giving in to the child, or spanking. And then the parent shopping, if it's the mother, the father, or the mother and the father. Um, Once all the information is collected, I would use a concept map to narrow down my observations and include the data from the 12 interviewed families to build a case of why children misbehave at the grocery store and how their parents handled it. In conclusion, this research topic will be conducted to help parents better understand why their children act out at the grocery store. Researchers can gain comprehension as to which type of discipline style is more effective for parents. Children tend to feed off their parents' emotions and energy. This could be a motivation for why children do behave badly in the grocery store if a parent has high anxiety every time they go shopping. Considering ethnic and gender differences of parents could give an insight of why parents chose a specific discipline style, whether it's yelling, ignoring, spanking in public. Overall, the qualitative analysis will explore a multitude of aspects that contribute to children's behaviors and parents' discipline while grocery shopping.